Howdy, everyone. It is Tuesday. It is Tilson Live. We are your host. I'm Eric Allard, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family, joined by Mrs. Dawn Dancer, as I am every week. How are you, Dawn?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. Everybody jump in. Tell us a howdy. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us where you're building. Tell us what part of the process that you are in. We are in for a special treat today because I get to use an alliteration. I get to give a shout out to Mr. Johnny Johnson, my high school English teacher. We are having a very Tilson Tampico Tuesday. So, Dawn, what do we have on tap today for the Tilson Tampico Tuesday? I'm going to do all alliterations the whole show. That's all we're doing.
Well, it is my absolute favorite kind of live to do. We get to show off the homes of one of our wonderful customers. So super excited. We have a great family out of Blue Ridge who built the Tampico. So they were kind enough to let us come and show it off to you guys. So super excited.
Very cool. So yeah, y'all hop in. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We want everybody to jump in. Tell us again where you're watching from. Tell us where you're building, what part of the process you're in, what you're building, what you're experiencing. We are here each and every week to answer all of your questions about building a home on your land. That's all we've ever done at Tilson Homes. We've been doing it for 90 years, and we'd love to get to do it for you and your family as well. So if you got any questions at all about the design phase or about site preparation or choosing land or making changes or financing, utilities, all those things, we are here to answer all of your questions. So of course we have a format that we're going to do in a presentation, but we are here to answer your questions because we want you to be well informed. We want you to know exactly what's going on. We want you to know exactly how long things are taking to the best we know. We want you to know what to look out for, what information you should be armed with, what to look out for. And yeah, we're here to help you. That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
we're at your disposal.
100%.
Yeah. So who we got joining in so far, Mrs. Dantzler?
We have David saying howdy,
Hey,
friends, and asking if he can get the first comment award. Which
and so it shall be. It is
Jesse actually gave it to him, gold stickers. So
good. Okay, I'm sure somewhere I have a Tilson pin.
We've got Will coming in from Klondike. Howdy, Will.
What's up, Will? Howdy.
Jesse is saying hello, and the rain is fabulous. Yeah, some places are getting some rain. We usually don't like the rain because it delays construction some, but we really, really needed it now. So
yeah, we like rain on weekends. Rain is okay.
Weekend rain.
Yes, weekend rain.
We got to work on that schedule.
And we don't need. We do need. I guess you can't be picky, right? But we needed 10 inches. Some places got 10 inches like overnight, like Blue Ridge.
We need it slow.
I'd love to know how
soaking rain.
If Faith joins us, how much rain they got, because I bet you they got a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we've got April, who is trying to finish a Tampico from Thrall, Texas. So we're trying to finish a lot of stuff. We're hitting.
Now, April, are you using trying like in another alliteration where you're trying the Tampico on Tilson Tuesday? Is that no? All right, tried.
All right. Well,
jokes get worse if y'all don't applaud.
Here's more alliteration. Tara Tracy is tuning in on Tilson Tuesday to see Tampico.
You trumped me.
Oh, hey from Coffin. Paint finished last week, waiting on cabinets and tile. Hopefully next week. I'm dying to get in. Well,
y'all might find this hard to believe, but we don't rehearse this show beforehand. I know. That's hard to believe, but it really is true. This is not rehearsed.
I think everybody believes that.
Saturday Night Live got nothing on us. This is improv at its best and commercial free, by the way.
I'm so sorry, guys. All right. Shaloma says, hey, we're building a Republic Grand Ranch and awaiting electricity to our site. Very exciting.
Awesome.
Very excited. That is exciting.
Pretty place.
We got Julie. Hey, y'all, we're building a Whitney D in Montauk County. Well, we're waiting for this beautiful rain that we're so grateful for to stop first. Her tieback is up.
Oh,
Awesome.
good. Okay, well, that's good. The lumber's protected. We got the tie back up. It's dried in.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good deal.
Yep. We got Glenn. Howdy from Pasadena, Texas, building Livingston B in Henderson County. Indoor paint and trim is happening. Awesome.
Howdy, Glenn. That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, we can
love
work
the
inside.
projects. Yeah, we can do all the
inside.
inside work during the rain. So there's Faith. Hi, Faith.
Hello, Faye. Thanks for letting us share your home. It's beautiful.
Yes, thank you so much. We got Jesse. I almost laid on the slab last night to enjoy the rain.
Nothing weird about that at all, Jesse. Nothing weird at all.
Nothing. Nope.
The only difference between now and a year from now is a layer of floors. That's it. Otherwise, the same thing. Get out there and lay on if you want to. It's yours.
We have Joe saying hi from LaPorte, still in the cyberspace process. All right.
Okay, Joe Barry.
I think we're going to rename pre-construction process cyberspace. I like that.
I like it.
Yeah. Tara says, yes, she believes that we are not rehearsed. I think that's what she's saying.
She's doing a little bit.
We've got Robert breaking on 26th September, ready to roll on this baby. Awesome.
Congrats.
We got Sam and Samika. Hey, from Port Lavaca. We're building a Tampico in Tivoli Tech. Oh my gosh, look at all the T's.
I'm telling you.
You guys are making me so happy. We got a friend from YouTube. Hi, from Austin, building a canyon in Dripping Springs, waiting on the AC ducting.
Is that a thing, Dawn? Waiting on AC?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So it is on allocation, which is a fancy word for rationing, because rationing makes people feel bad. So yeah, it is difficult right now. So hopefully they can get to it soon, because we were actually talking about this right before we went on air, that because
we should have been rehearsing, we were talking about this.
When we should have been rehearsing, we were telling each other jokes again, but we were talking about this, and it's so hard with the HVAC because you've got all of the materials on allocation. These guys don't get paid if they don't work. They get paid by the job. So when they can't work, they go and find other work. So these are the same crews that are installing your neighbor's HVAC when it went bad, or doing the maintenance on it. And then when they finally get the materials together, they've got to try to call their crew and bring them back together to work on your houses. So it's very challenging. So we appreciate you hanging in there, and we're going as fast as we can.
Yeah, a lot of these HVAC crews, y'all see, they don't have PTO. Okay,
yeah.
If they don't have work to do, they've got to go get work.
Yeah, they're picking it up wherever they can.
Yeah.
We've got Robert building a LaSalle in Avant.
Cool.
And Robert, we are trying to figure out what we do to hide the frame in for you. We're trying to remember what we did in the model. So we're gonna.
Yeah, in a lot of cases we do nothing actually. So
yeah,
that's something to think about.
So we're gonna call Catherine to see if we did anything there, which she can see. Get her to go peek through the window.
We have tried some things that we recommend not doing, and we can certainly talk about that. But.
Yeah. Will says the rain has been nice, even better being in the low 80s for a high. All the animals are loving it too. The chickens are starting to lay eggs again. Good. They got to earn their keep. Right. Otherwise, they become meat chickens.
Mm-hmm. Call them chickens in transition.
Yeah. Lisa's saying still researching plans. So many options. Well, you've come to the right place. And Robert says his spray foam is going in tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Okay. Send us pictures of that. That's fun.
Yeah, that's a fun process. You get to watch it go. Then it gets really messy before it gets neat again.
It does, yeah. It does.
And in case you're wondering, is a technical term.
Yeah, that is exactly what it sounds like. You can close your eyes, go there tomorrow, and you're like, oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah, and you'd be like, oh, that's what Dawn meant. Sorry, guys, it's weird today. All right.
We don't know what to do with ourselves. It's rained, so it's good.
We're just so happy.
So let's go check out this Tampico. Y'all got to drop your questions, comments, anything you want to in the chat. Kelsey, as always, we're monitoring the chat. We will answer each and every one of your questions. And so, yeah, let's get started, Dawn. What do we have?
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the Tampico. So they built the Tampico B. So this is what the elevation usually looks like. And the Tampico is actually, for those of you who have asked to see one in person, it is a updated version of our Marion model in Bryan. Most people, when they go to Bryan, they want to see the canyon. But if you go over next door to it, is the Marion. And really what the Tampico is, it's just over all the years that we've been building that Marion plan, it's just the updated version with all of the changes that we were seeing people make. So it is a great little floor plan. It's just under 1,800 square feet. It's got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, plus a study. One of the greatest features about it is that it is a split bedroom plan. So you've got your spare bedrooms on the complete opposite side from the master suite. So everybody has their private space. Even that study is somewhat removed from the rest of the action because it is in that upfront space. So everybody kind of has their own little private space. But then when you get to the family areas, it's all very connected there in the middle. So from that kitchen, you can see out into the family room and still be a part of everything. It's got that one dining area that is huge. As you'll see in the video, she has a super large table in that space. So just lots of room for everybody. And it's just really kind of the perfect size plan. I really love this home.
So yeah, you went into it with the Marion, but I'll take you even further back in the Tilson time machine. The DNA of this plan actually goes back to the early 90s and what we called our Sherwood series. So you're familiar with the Marion. You've probably also seen the Nottingham, which is a model in Angleton, a very good selling home, 4-bedroom plan. And the Nottingham, the Marion, the Sherwood, and the Friar, right? Those were part of our Robin Hood series. We had the Robin Hood series. And there was another one, Forester. The Forester was the other one, Nottingham Forest. And so over the years, since 1993, thereabouts, all the way to now, that has evolved again with as all floor plans do, right? Bringing more modern, more contemporary, current designs. But the DNA of this plan is one that has been a top selling design, or at least template, for our customers for 30 years. And of course, this is way more current design wise, but it's something that is a proven plan for growing families and for even empty nesters. Like, it's been a fantastic floor plan for people. Very versatile, very economic, just a great all around plan.
Yep. So this is the changes that the family made. And in Tilson terms, this is very mild. Very few changes. And what I also really like, and I was excited to show you guys this plan, all of the structural changes are actually custom options. So these are all, yay! We love that.
Here for the
so these are all things that you could play with on our website and make happen on the plan right in front of your eyes. And it's all pre-designed. We know it's going to work, and it just works out very well for everybody. So that's why I kind of wanted to show it. The first thing they did was reverse the plan just to get it to fit properly on their property. And then they added the front load garage. Was the second thing that they did. They also added the extended rear covered porch. Just gives the family more room to spread out and more room for parties. And they have a great backyard, great lot. So it's good to extend all that entertaining outside. They did put in a gas fireplace, and it's got a nice rough sawn wood mantle. They vaulted the ceiling, so it's got a cathedral ceiling in the family room, and they did go ahead and wrap that beam in the wood as well.
Beautiful.
In the master bathroom, they took out the bathtub and went for the oversized walk-in shower in its place. And then they made some changes to the exterior. They wanted more of a farmhouse look rather than that all brick look that is standard on this elevation. So they did a brick wainscot with board and bat siding above it. So it's beautiful. But let me go ahead and show you guys this house.
Let's check it out.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tilson Home Tours. I'm Kelsey and I'm joined today by Faith.
Hello.
And we are going to talk about her Tampico B home here in Collin County. So without further ado, let's talk about the outside of your house. So it's definitely more of a farmhouse style than the traditional Tampico B.
Right, we wanted a different look. Most houses are all brick, and we definitely wanted a farmhouse look.
Yeah, and you definitely accomplished that with the board and bat siding. It looks so pretty from the outside, and I love the colors that you chose too.
Thank you so much.
So when you were picturing this property, what were you hoping to accomplish with your house?
We definitely wanted a floor plan where we were on one side and the kids were on the other.
Yeah.
So we chose this plan because of the layout, and so it gave us a lot of space. We had a very small space, and so we like the fact that it's open.
Yeah, and I mean, even from the outside, you have so many windows facing all the directions of your property, so every time you're inside and you look out, you see something beautiful, which is just great.
So So yeah, beautiful. You can see a little bit of that property.
Yeah. I saw through the corn. I feel like it's on Field of Dreams.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They have beautiful
cruising out there.
property.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a pretty place. And the colors are fantastic. And I love what they did. Farmhouse style. I think that's a great twist on the Tampico, particularly the B elevation instead of being all brick, which fits great in kind of a subdivision look. But this really sets it off on a farmhouse style, which is just perfect for North Texas.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so we did have a couple more questions that were coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and pop those up so we can answer them, and then we'll take a look at the kitchen. And let's see, we are dried in kind of. After the much needed rain and rhino liner underlayment installed, we still have a few drips puddles in the house. Is the liner only acting as a partial protection?
Yes, it is. So and that liner is good for over 60 days. So you're good for a while. And yeah, it is partial protection. It's good to know where those puddles are, actually, believe it or not. I know that sounds a little bit strange, but that will help when the roofer does show up to be able to say, okay, we for sure, flashing, ridge caps, that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of a tail of the tail, almost like a leak test for water piping or anything else. So it's not all bad that a little bit of water gets in there and kind of tells us really what's happening in places. And that's very natural for that to happen when it's just that, because we haven't done any of the metal flashing for the most part yet. All that goes in whenever they're doing the roof itself on the roof. So
could it also be some of the storms that we got were really gnarly? Like they were angry.
Yeah,
so
no doubt about it.
It could have blown some stuff out of place up there on that roof too. So you can find that and put it.
I knew it blew some fences over.
Yes, yeah. Or move some back porch like in Katie.
It did that too. Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Tara Tracy on Tilson Tuesday wondering when flooring is facilitated. Oh, and she put in F's for us. We have paint. We'll have cabinets and tile done. Then the next major thing is flooring, or is it final trim for electric and plumbing?
Typically, it's final trim for electric and plumbing. The tile floors may go in before that, but if you're doing any kind of luxury vinyl plank, wood floors, or carpet, that's always going to be later in the process. Really, it's kind of after the majority of the traffic is through. Not always the case. Sometimes these days, especially, it's timing on when the stuff and trades are available. But for the most part, yes, it'll be after the electrical trim, plumbing trim, and typically after the final trims are in, with the exception of maybe shoe mold. That might be sometimes the only thing that goes in after that, if you're doing final plank of some sort. So, yeah, we try to push it as close to the end as we can, just to minimize damage and dirtiness and overall job sitery.
Gremlins,
for sure.
Sam and Samiko saying we did exactly that. We went to see the canyon, and before looking at it, we stopped in to see the Marion, and the rest is history. So she fell in love with the Tampico.
Yeah.
Awesome. Linda's saying hi from Arlington. We're building a Whitney D in Maypearl. They have started drywall. I'm so excited. That's awesome.
That's really cool. Yep.
And then we have a question from YouTube, not wanting to rain in the parade, but don't understand what's going on and looking for explanations. Our builder is great, but no inspections, insulation, sheetrock due to one trade's issues holding us up. And then he did give us his job number. I'm going to not put that up there, but that will help me look this up afterwards.
We want to find your place.
Yeah, electrical started end of May, still not done. There were mistakes causing big delays, hardly any work for 3 months due to electrical. Builder and his boss is also very frustrated. Any help?
We can certainly get help, but if your builder and the regional manager are all over it, that's exactly what we'd be calling. We can also reach out to Tom Homer, who's our vice president of construction for that area. I know you're in the greater Gulf Coast area, so we'll start tackling that and get you some answers. Sure can.
Okay.
Thanks for reaching out.
All right. And Will is complimenting the house. It's a nice house.
We agree.
David says, Eric with the baseball reference.
Field of Dreams. Shoeless Joe Jackson. All that for you, Mr. Bibiano.
Yes. Robert is asking, what is the current start to finish timeline? Wondering if it has changed in the last 6 months. It was 18 months. And he's doing the Angelina C in Bridgeport. Yeah,
I would still figure somewhere in the 12 actual construction. Okay, this is talking about, because you said you were slated to start construction. 12 to 14 months of actual construction is what I'd put you in at, Robert. Pretty close. Maybe less than that if we can. Maybe stuff will loosen up in the next 6 or 8 months. we don't see anything really pointing to that as far as availability of stuff, but it's possible. But
Okay.
yeah, it's not going to be 18 months for actual construction
All
in
right.
that area.
All right. Tara says one more question about flooring for our Laporte. We have the old vinyl
Luxurious
flooring.
Laporte. You got to
Luxurious Laporte. I'm sorry. Luxurious Laporte. We have the old vinyl flooring level 2. How does it stack up to the new vinyl flooring? I'm concerned it won't be as wonderful as the new flooring.
Well, I mean, it's available, so that's one of the good advantages. If you got it, you're getting it. It's not like we were selling poor quality products, particularly when we get into the upper levels of things. So it's a very high performance floor, both of them. Once you get into level 2 floors, you're getting a pretty high performance floor, and it's something that with normal wear and tear, you're not going to have any issues with as long as you have proper care and maintenance, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, it's. I mean, my mantra is always, for the 20 plus years I've been doing this, your first choice is usually your best choice. When you go back and start having to pick other things, it's, you're set. It's not your first love anymore. So if you are able to get the first thing you picked, you're gonna be in a lot better shape.
Yeah, when I talk about, like, as far as performance, they're very comparable products. When I've made comments that I like the new flooring better, it's mainly the color that I'm talking about. So if you found a color that you loved, you're gonna be very happy with it. It's good. And then Sam and Samika are asking, how many homes are currently in construction in the Gulf Coast, from Matagorda to Corpus Christi?
You're probably talking from Matagorda to Corpus. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 6, probably 10 total. And that's a big area. They're not all being built by the same builder. So, but if you were to, 10, depending on how far west you go out, what you consider the Gulf Coast, somewhere between 10 and 15 houses between Matagorda and Corpus, which is about a 130-mile run probably. So,
and that's Tilson. How many?
Yeah, that's Tilson. Yeah, how many? Thousands.
Yeah,
there are thousands. You talk about Bay City and Wadsworth and Matagorda and Port Lavaca and Port O'Connor. And again, I don't know how far west you're talking, Sam. It's a big. If you talk about Victoria, there's a lot more houses under construction that way. So none on the seaward side of the Intercoastal Waterway. Not for us.
No,
we don't do seaward.
No pilings.
No. Okay, well, what else is going on with the Tampico?
Well, let's take a look at this kitchen.
Yes, it is.
So let's talk about the inside now.
Yes, my favorite
Let's
part.
start with your favorite room, the kitchen.
The kitchen.
So why is it your favorite? Tell me more about it.
It is so big. So many memories are had here with the family.
Just around the island?
Just around the island, and you have room to see people at the bar, people around the island, the table. I love the flow of it. It doesn't feel closed in, the open concept.
It's really open. I mean, you could be standing here, you could walk all the way around. There's tons of room to walk around this island too, which is just, it's great because you have a bigger family and there's plenty of room for everybody.
Yes.
And when you're in here, you can look out, you can see people in your living room, you can see people dining, you can see them outside. I mean, it's just,
it's wonderful.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you hoping to have in your kitchen in the future? Are you wanting to do like entertaining or maybe cookies with the kids?
Yes, so I'm a huge entertainer. We've had about 6 parties already since we've moved in April.
All housewarming, I'm sure.
Yes, and birthday parties and church family over. But we had our last party, the 4th of July, we had 30 people.
Oh my gosh.
And everyone fit.
Everyone had a spot.
Everyone had a spot, and it was wonderful to have that.
Yeah, that just goes to show the versatility of this space.
Yeah.
Let's go check out your living room.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful kitchen. I love the color choices that she made. And we also have a picture right off the kitchen is the utility room, which is also great placement. And you've got that corner pantry as well. That's got a lot of room for storage.
Yeah, and that's one of the big differences between the when we changed from the Marion to the Tampico. One of the big things that the feedback we got was that they really wanted more pantry space. But open concept wise, very, very similar. They wanted the island kitchen, which the Tampico has, and that larger pantry space. So that it's it's beautiful. Love the backsplash too.
Yeah, they did it in a herringbone pattern, so it's kind of a unique spin on the subway tile that really came out very nicely. Like that a whole lot. And let's see, we do have a couple more comments. Sorry, didn't know the job number was top secret. Didn't want to give address. Bosses have had multiple meetings with vendors, but no action by them. Thanks for any new info you can find. So I wouldn't say it's top secret, but here within Tilson land, if you called, you could get a lot of information if you knew that job number. So we didn't. Yeah. I just didn't want to put it up there for everybody. But yeah, we'll look into it and find out what we can for you on that. But
we want it done too.
Yeah, we want it done too. So we'll definitely get on that. And then we have a question about window installation. I have windows installed in two ways. One, tie back on the windowsill and flashing tape on top of tie back. Since flashing tape doesn't stick to tie back, it's stapled into the sill. And the second way was the flashing tape directly on the sill. And he's asking if both methods are okay.
If it's turned to the inside, in other words, if it's inside where it's going to be out of the weather, that's okay. What we don't want is any staples on the outside. So there are staples on the outside, and then the tape's not sticking over that. You need to take a picture and get it to your building superintendent. They may have already seen it. Don't know for sure. They typically get that stuff on a framing punch out is when they'll do that. In other words, we retain a certain amount of the framer's contract pay for items like this. Okay, we go and walk through, so we pay them all the way up through a certain percentage, and then we retain a percentage while we go and check everything out, so that they can come back and they get the final payout when they finish these kinds of things. So if that is done on the inside, there's probably no problem. If those staples are on the outside, we'll want to get that rectified. So thanks for bringing it to our attention.
Yeah, thank you. All righty. So we want to check out the living room?
Love to.
All right, let's take a peek.
Okay, so this living room is just so homey and welcoming. I love it. I love what you've done with your decorating, and I love what you did with the original design. Tell me more.
Thank you. So the beam was huge for us.
Yeah.
And the hearth, we've never had a fireplace. That was a dream of mine. And so to be able to sit around the fireplace and have this open concept, with the windows looking.
Oh my gosh, the windows are amazing. They let in so much light. I mean, even with all the lights off in here, it's so bright.
Yeah, it is.
And the ceiling is awesome. Yeah. There's so much room. You never have to worry about hitting your head on anything.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's huge. And it's beautiful, down to the tile, and how everything just fits perfectly. The beam is my favorite part.
Yeah, and I love how you made the beam and the mantle match with the stain.
Yeah,
it's so pretty. I love that Repson look of the wood.
So yeah, absolutely beautiful space. When you walk in, it just feels so big because you've got that huge cathedral ceiling, and the beam just kind of warms everything up because you've got that tone up there, and space for everybody. It's just great. It's just a great home. The kids when we were in there, the kids were doing the video games and doing all that stuff. Everybody running around.
When you're talking this one, the Marion as well, they're under 1,800 square feet. Right? I guess Marion's right at 18. No, it's under 1,800, 1,764, I think.
They're both just right under.
And they feel like well over 2,000 square foot houses because of the family room, the kitchen, dining area. Like, because truly, even all growing up at Tilson, the Nottingham and the Marion, while they were the same floor plan, from wall to wall where the family room to kitchen was, identical measurements. The only difference was the bedroom sizes. So truly, like from the family room wall to the back wall of the kitchen, it is the design of a 2,000 square foot home. So it feels that big, and it fits a family really, really well because of that. So.
Yeah, it's just a great space. And you've got huge windows that look out into the back. So just a really good space. Let's see. We've got some more questions coming in. So let's see. Tara's got more questions. Okay, I lied. I have more questions. We have 3 windows that do not close properly. With drywall, paint, and trim done, when should I expect them to be fixed?
So typically, sometimes even the week of closing. So at the very, very end, we balance them. We have them cleaned out. Any adjustments have to be made. Sometimes they do have to be adjusted. All that happens typically when we put the screens on, because you'll notice the screens probably aren't on your windows either. So we get it all cleaned out, usually with the air compressor. Sometimes we have to wipe it all down, take the window out sometimes and wipe it down to get it to operate properly. Again, balance the sashes and put the screens on. So that's all done very, very close to the end, again, just to minimize damage. So yeah, towards the end, very, very end.
Okay. And then she says, also, recently I had someone tell me in regards to a mortgage, if there are 2 missed payments to a credit card, it is impossible to get a loan. I think they use the word illegal. I've never heard that. Is that true? So I'm going to say pushing it to the point of illegal is probably not true.
And impossible is another very strong word. So that's probably not true either. I have not heard that, Tara. So obviously, you know, if someone under construction, you know, at all, for sure, you want to be making your payments on time. It is important to note that typically payments aren't considered late until they are 30 days late. I don't know if that makes a difference or not in your specific situation, but it's not impossible to get a loan. But yeah, it's never going to help. And what sometimes will happen is the rate may be a hair more, you know, 1/8 of a point or 1/4 of a point more if you have some lates on there. But as far as illegal or impossible, that is not true. Not true at all.
Not at all. All right. Well, let's take a look at the dining room and the rear back porch.
Let's go check it out. Keep asking your questions.
Let's go check out your dining space.
Okay.
Okay, so this table is huge.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it makes the space. It doesn't feel oversized in this space.
Right. It's not one of the biggest floor plans that you have, but we have a big family, so we needed a big table, like the farmhouse look. We even were able to put the buffet in, and overlooking this beautiful country land.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this patio is amazing.
Thank you.
And I feel like you could sit out here, you can have dinner outside if you want to, but everywhere you look, even on the patio or sitting inside, you just have a great view of your land.
Yeah, so we can fit 17 people on our patio. There's 17 chairs. I throw a lot of parties, and so I wanted to make sure there was a lot of room, and it's still so open, and just the beauty of it. It's breathtaking. Morning, noon, or night, this Texas sky, it's just beautiful.
Well, and having it covered too is so nice because you get a little bit of shelter from the sun, so you can enjoy being outside even when it's blazing hot out.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of shade, which is always nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, let's check out your master.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just a great space back there.
Yeah, and again, you know, you can see she has, and you can see there's room for leaf in her table. Like she could easily fit eight to even 10 people there at the dining table if they wanted to put a leaf in there.
Yeah, easily.
And I love the table on the back porch. You can see like the ability to bring the outside elements in, going back and forth, whether you're barbecuing or whatever. Like I love the decor is fantastic. Like we can't take credit for that. That's all them.
Yeah.
But the decor is cool.
Yeah, she did a great job. Great job. It feels so homey when you walk in. Just beautifully decorated home, beautiful home. I mean that back covered porch, guys, is 33 feet wide. Like it's huge. There's so much space out there, and they have little chickens running around. Like it's just they've got a great backyard space. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that because the depth too is something out of this world. If I remember,
it's 10 feet.
Yeah,
so
it's really like 3 more rooms. Like if it's 33 feet, that's 3 10 by 11 rooms, which is like the size of the bedroom across the back of the house, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a great space, and I can vouch. As you probably saw me, I was there. Like there was plenty of space. It was not crowded out there at all. It's a little warm, but it was much better because it was shaded. But yeah, it was. I think that was like 102 days, so it was a little hot. But it was good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Beautiful.
April is asking if we know offhand how much is the porch add-in.
I actually was pulling that up as she was asking that question. So I'm gonna do for the Tampico B is what we'll do, and I'm gonna price it for Collin County just because that's where this one is. And so Actually, I don't. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. It's the extended back porch, right?
Yes.
You're looking about another $26,000 to get you very, very close. And again, that's adding almost 350 square feet of covered porch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the
and
roof.
that's
concrete.
Today, August 23rd, 2022.
Yes.
Pricing is subject to change. Disclaimer, blah, blah.
Thank you.
We like to be careful because we have people who come back and watch these 2 years later and are like, wait a minute. All right. Well, let's take a look at the master.
Okay. She seems excited about it. So let's go check it. You guys keep posting your questions into the chat. We'll keep answering them. We won't ask them. We'll answer them.
We might ask them sometimes.
We might.
Yes, we ask for clarification. All right. Let's look.
Oh, wow. This is so beautiful. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the color scheme in here too.
Thank you. Thank you. The ceilings are even high in this room, in all the rooms. But the windows overlooking the view and the space. This is a king-size bed, nightstands. I mean, there's so much room in this master. Very large plan.
So tell me more about your master. What's your favorite part about it?
The bed. It's having a king-size bed and getting the cedar wood from California.
Oh, this is so pretty.
Thank you. I love it. And just we can lay in bed and watch TV, or we can
look outside.
Look outside and watch the rain. The stars. It's when the kids do a fire, you can oversee the fire kindling, and it's just awesome.
And kind of have your own space over here too, because you have the other kids' bedrooms on the opposite side of the house. So it's nice to just come over here and have a sanctuary to spend your time.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You can really have those intimate moments with your husband, and the kids are way on the other side, so you don't hear them playing their video games or playing or whatever. So it's really nice. Yeah.
Well, let's check out the master suite.
Yes, let's do.
Ooh, I love this bathroom.
Thank you.
This is so pretty.
Thank you.
Is it all the same?
Yeah, it's all the same. The granite's all the same, but I love that we got to choose higher cabinets because we're all tall, and so having a lot of storage space throughout, and then the shower. The shower is amazing.
So pretty. I love the glass door on it.
The natural light is beautiful. It's a huge window, and the bench is a wonderful piece that we added, and so I love the tile.
The tile is so pretty. It's almost like a marbly look.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
And then the wall tile goes all the way to the ceiling. That is so great.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I just love it in here.
Thank you.
Should we go check out the other bedrooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Very cool. So king size bed. You all heard that. Again, we're talking about an 1,800 square foot home, king size bed in the master suite, beautiful 9-foot ceilings, like doesn't look cluttered at all. There's basically a little sitting area over there with a bench, bookshelves. That's mind-boggling to me. Like, that's fantastic. Great design.
Yeah, and like she mentioned, it's a great sanctuary away from the rest of the busyness of the house because it's down like its own little hallway, so it's nice and secluded. And then the master bathroom is also, very nice. She did mention a couple of upgrades that they made in there with taking the tile all the way to the ceiling and then raising those cabinets, which if you have taller people, highly recommend raising the height on that countertop. Just makes it a lot easier to get ready in the morning without having to hunch over to grab all your stuff, and gives you that little bit of extra storage room in the cabinets themselves too. So it's a good little upgrade to make.
Yes, it is, and very, very inexpensive. So,
and let's see, we have Will letting us know that he's got to duck out.
Okay.
He's got to get his pasture set up for the 2 calves, getting them ear tagged today as well. Y'all have a safe and blessed week and weekend. So thanks, you, Will. We appreciate you tuning in.
I have been told a new trick about the fly tags. So they got the ear tags, but they also make they really should be called anti-fly tags for cattle. But water well guy was telling me, so like the water well switch, a lot of times it gets fire ants in it because it's outside.
Okay.
And asking them like, what's the best way to keep ants out of there instead of having to douse it with poison all the time. And he said the fly tags for cattle. You put
Oh,
one of those in
really?
there and fire ants won't come anywhere near it.
Huh.
Who knew?
Good tip.
All that because y'all tuned in today. No charge, no extra. Like, that knowledge is just for you. Thanks to Will Rhodes, who reminded me about that. So I do. I
Awesome.
love Will's, giving us the update. I live for that, Will. He gives us the update every week, man. I love it.
Yeah, we're hoping to get out when it gets a little cooler and stays a little cooler. So the week of fall that we're going to get, we're hoping to run out to Will's farm and get an update because y'all will close with us about a year ago and has been kind enough to tune in and give us updates on what he has going on in his house, which we love to hear. We love to hear about the life that you guys are creating in the homes that we build for you guys. Will says thank you for the tip. He's going to try that. I'll try that. So we're hoping
works in the hill country. I haven't tried it in the the greater East Texas or North Texas, but in the hill country, that's where I learned it. Lano or Johnson City.
Nice. Interesting. See, the only thing that I know is if you have garden slugs, I can help you with that.
Yeah, garden slugs.
Set out a bowl of beer. For some reason, they are attracted to beer and they will drown in it.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is only slugs, right?
I mean, you might attract some other animals. That's a tip from my grandfather of what he did in his greenhouses. So he didn't have other creatures that could get into it. But yeah, he's like, if you need
pretty smart.
If you need to get rid of slugs, that's what you do. So you don't have to poison anything. They'll just climb right in.
Julie has a comment.
Slugs and fret boys.
Somebody gets my humor.
Just make sure it's a shallow dish for the protection of the fret boys.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's awesome. I love you, Julie. That's so much fun. All right. Well, let's check out the spare bedrooms.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a nice room.
Yes, so this is Noah's room. Again, a really big room for it just to be the secondary bedroom. And so he's got that nice light coming in, just a lot of space for him to stretch out.
Yeah, I see you got the trampoline out there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Tons of things for the kids to do, no matter where they are in the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then down here we just have the bathroom.
Yes, this is the kids' bathroom. Tons of storage, cute little window there.
Yeah.
And so I love it. High countertop, so it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's so great, the amount of storage that you have here.
Yes.
And then last but not least,
Haley and Piper's room. So cute.
super cute.
Really high ceilings. Again, lots of space in this room. Huge closet. And so I love the bunk beds. The big window again. It's one of the longest windows, biggest windows that we have here. Just cute little vanity, just a space for them to be on their own.
To have their own space is great.
It's huge. Yeah.
Well, let's go into the kitchen and we'll do a quick wrap up.
All right.
So you saw the 2 bedrooms in that. The picture down at the bottom is actually the study, which is just off of the foyer when you enter the home. Right. They're doubling it up and using it as a home office and another bedroom. But yeah, just great space for the kids to spread out. Faith, if you are still with us, please let Noah know that you could see his LED lights because I know he was very, very concerned about that. He was very upset when we opened his blinds because we ruined the effect. So hopefully we were able to restore it for him, but you are able to appreciate his LED lighting that I know he was so proud of. But yeah, it was just great to see how the kids had made the spaces their own and just spread out.
Yeah, really, really bright. Loved it.
April says I answered her question before she had asked it because she was going to ask about the study. So yeah, it's a great use of space that they've got.
Yeah, and I cannot let my son see the monitor set up with the TV set up above. Like he loses.
Oh
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he's got more. They've got more monitors than I do.
Yeah, guys. Faith, we didn't know how the stock trading is going that your son's doing over there. Like,
I think that actually might be Faith's workspace. So.
What are lumber and oil futures looking like? And
yeah. Snow was very, very excited that we could see the LEDs. So she was sharing that. So
nice.
That's cool. Let's see. All righty. Faith says he's not trading anything.
I get it.
And yeah, there's that secondary bathroom, which is very, good space for the kids. And it's got that laundry hamper cabinet in there. So we've got no excuse for clothes being on the floor, and just a good spot for them.
And we didn't show a good pic, but that's we skipped over the inside.
Oh, we skipped over the master bathroom. Sorry.
That's okay. That's why I'm here, Dawn. I'm a very good co-host, and I can just take the folks through what we're looking at here. Yeah. I love it because the shower floor is something to point out, because a lot of custom builders are still putting in acrylic or fiberglass shower pans, and
yeah,
we've been away from that for a long time, and it's just really a beautiful, and a huge laundry hamper there, semi-frameless shower glass, the seat, like this is perfect.
And a very large closet that we promised not to show because we didn't tell her to clean the closets. And I appreciate that. Faith's saying that, they love how the kids have their own rooms, and she and Ted can still work from home. So
that's amazing.
Awesome.
A lot of memories being built in the house. Love it.
Yeah. So let's see the little wrap up real quick, and then we'll answer all the rest of y'all's questions.
Well, thank you so much for showing me all around your house.
Thank you.
I know we kind of invade your space a little bit.
No, it's wonderful.
It's been so awesome to get to know you more and see your house and what you did with it, and hear all about your favorite things.
It's wonderful. Tilson Homes did an amazing job. I'm so pleased. I'm so thankful. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. That's great to hear. And so, a little bit about your building story. What was your favorite part about it? What was the most memorable?
The framing, but we came out at every step, and every time I came out, I cried. It was just, because
it's an emotional journey to see your house being built literally from the ground up.
Yeah, the culvert, the water, the electric, like everything. But to see each step, and then we got to write scriptures on the framing, and
have the kids pick out their rooms.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
And that's so cool, because you know that their names are in the framing in each of their rooms. So even though there's drywall up now, you just kind of have that sense
home.
of, oh, this is mine.
This is mine, and this is home.
Yeah.
And Tilson really outdid themselves.
Well, you outdid yourself with the design too. Let me tell you, this is
you.
a gorgeous home.
Thank you so much.
So thank you once again. I
Thank
really appreciate you and having us out here. And I want to thank all of you for joining us for another episode. And we hope to someday soon make you part of the Tilson family.
All right.
Very cool. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Kelsey, for doing that. Thank you, David, for shooting the fantastic video. So very versatile plan. I do want to go back and answer. I touched base with Justin Ordino, our Senior Vice President of Construction, on that Tyvek question.
Okay.
Our friend from YouTube had. It's going to be hard to show back up, but windows installed 2 ways.
Yep, got it.
So Justin, if we're understanding this right, he's saying both ways are fine. Tyvek should be applied first, then flex tape over the 2-time the windowsill, and the Tyvek so the water rolls out. The windows are installed over the Tyvek, and the tape over the window flanges. The tape will stick to the Tyvek, probably not when it's raining, but when it's not raining, it will. So Tyvek over the sill is not an issue. So
okay. All right, perfect. And let's see, we've got Nora sharing that she joined late. We have everything ready and have a slot to meet the builder on February 6th, building a Gonzales C on Richland Chambers Lake. Awesome.
A lot of people on Richland Chambers.
Yes. You need to send us pictures of your view. It's really, really pretty there. You get to see it. And then we have Faith saying, wow, thank you, Tilson, made our dreams come true. It's our forever home, and we are so thankful to the entire staff from start to finish. Oh, thank you.
Well, yeah, and we appreciate your patience and your positive attitude and your positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the experience, right? I mean,
yeah,
there's going to be hiccups along the way. We're going to do the absolute level best that we can, but at the end of the day, it does take an involved customer, people who tune in like this, the wise people who are getting their questions answered, and know what to expect. And that's what we're trying to do is meet and or exceed those expectations when and where we can. So,
yep.
But if y'all have questions, pop them in there for what?
She's never, to be fair, Faith has never met Eric.
By the way, Faith, I agree. Dawn is also my favorite. So It makes perfect sense.
So some behind the scenes, guys. Faith and I actually met last year, and it was the day I was doing the live out of the Melissa office, and she happened to be coming in because she had a question about her front door. So I don't know if you saw the front door, but I was so excited when I saw it because she got exactly the one that she wanted. But yeah, I loved it because I got to play color room because I don't usually get to play color room. So we were pulling samples and doing all of that. So then I was so excited when I heard that she was going to do the videos that I had to go back up there and be there for the video. So you're one of my favorites too, Faith. And our YouTube friend says, thank you for answering that.
No, that's important. Like I want to be accurate as possible. And again, if it's something you are really concerned with, ask your builder, but it's not complicated. You want layers and the water being on the outside. So as long as you're layering it all properly, roof is the same way. You don't want to have anything where water could get inside something. So as long as you're layering, you're going to be good.
And we want you guys to feel good about your houses. We don't want you to have like this burning question in the back of your head. So happy to look into this stuff for you.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, that's why we're here, and it doesn't have to end here. We have all kinds of mediums where we can engage with you guys and love to do that. We got the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, of course, that you're all watching on now. And you're also going to be, we have Instagram, we have the website, we have all of our locations that are open 7 days a week. We are doing in-person seminars. We can answer your questions there. You can interact with other Tilson prospects and Tilson customers, ask them what they're doing, what their experiences are, kind of what they're seeing and hearing out there and experiencing with their utility companies and site prep stuff. We've seen a lot of
get the pointers.
Yeah, cool friendships be forged right there in the sales offices with customers and customers. So it's neat stuff.
We're excited to be able to get you guys all back together in person again. We had a couple comments sneak in. Talon is tuning in from Cancun, Mexico on his vacation. It's been amazing so far. Yeah, I've seen some of the pictures. Talon, I'm jealous.
But your wife would be more amazed if you weren't sitting on Facebook. Go back to vacation.
Go vacation.
Or come back to work. Up to you.
Then we've got Rhonda, love our driftwood, which we just closed on recently. Exactly what items need to have the warranties registered by the buyer?
Ooh, that's a great question. I know for sure the appliances can sometimes go either way. I mainly worry about the appliances. I think in most areas we're registering the HVAC, but the HVAC is one that needs to be registered for sure. The air handler, the condenser, the appliances, those are the major ones that need to be registered. I think the appliances need to be done by the buyer and potentially the HVAC. But our customer care folks could answer that question very accurately if you want to reach out to Christy, Lynn, Russell, Nick, any of those folks. We'll be glad to answer that question for you.
Okay. And let's see. Lisa is saying, so excited that you finally posted the casita so I could peek at it before going into the sales office. Yes, we put that up for everybody last week, so I'm glad you find that helpful. We've got Glenn asking, what is the standard interior paint scheme and what options are available? Oh, Glenn. So we don't have a standard interior paint scheme. We have some choices for you. What I would suggest, one of the other blog posts that we put up recently is kind of a design mood board that'll give you some different ideas for paint, because honestly, you've got almost the entire Sherwin-Williams color wheel and you pick what you want. So if you're a little overwhelmed and you're looking for ideas, that is a great place to start. You can find that on the blog on our website as well. Sam and Samika are asking, is the full tour video of this Tampico on your site? It is not yet, but it will be shortly after this video. We don't like to spoil it ahead of time, so we'll post it after this. So sometime within the next week, the full tour will be up. And they're gathering ideas for their Tampico.
Yeah. Go back to Glenn's question, because I want to try, and again, not knowing for sure if this you're asking Glenn, but it is. Some people do get confused on this, but the walls, and if you look at the base pricing on the website, that includes the walls and ceilings being painted the same color in a flat paint from Sherwin-Williams. The trim would be a different color, and it's a different type of paint, right? It's an enamel, and so. But anyway, it's a walls and ceilings with the same color, trim a different color. If that's what you're asking on scheme wise, now you can, and that's what by the way, we've had that. We used to have the ceilings different than walls. We can still do the ceilings different color than the walls. You can do eggshell or satin on the walls and ceilings if you prefer that to flat.
You can do an accent wall if you want.
Yep. But we actually ended up going back and repainting a lot of models based on our designers' feedback of like, oh, no, walls and ceilings, different colors is out. All the same colors in now. Like, okay. Like we can't keep up. Okay. We can't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I assumed that he meant his question like other builders who are like, which shade of gray would you like?
No, I don't know. Maybe that's what he meant. I just wanted to cover all of our bases.
We are going to paint your house beige. Good luck. That's how other builders roll. We do what you like. Wendy is asking, where's the casita on the site? I'm looking under the floor plans and don't see it. That's because I hid it from you. I'm sorry. It is also in our blog. I did not include it. We made the choice not to put it with our floor plans because of one very key thing, and that's the fact that the casita does not come standard with a kitchen. Right. So I didn't want people looking at our website and feeling misled when they saw the price when it's listed with all of the other houses that actually come with full kitchens. So instead of actually putting it on the website as a plan, we moved it off into its own little corner of the world, and it is on a blog post. And I will make sure that we pop that link into the comments for you so you can get there more easily. But I don't like people to feel like we're not telling them the truth. And I feel like it's misleading to show the price for a house that doesn't have a full kitchen next to all the houses that come with all the appliances that you need.
Good judgment.
All right. That is the last one I see, unless there are people still typing.
No, I think we got them all. Guys, we're so grateful that y'all watched it. Dawn, thank you for putting this presentation together and for what you do each and every week, but also each and every day for us. This is awesome. Thank all of you folks for jumping on here and engaging. Kelsey, thanks for monitoring the chat and answering people's questions. If y'all have other questions for us, reach out to us. We love hearing from you. We want you to have all the information you need to make yourself comfortable with these decisions. And we genuinely soon hope make you part of the Tilson family. We'll talk to all you guys later.
All right. Bye, everybody.